Hey, this is Pete Monfre here, and this is your moment of clarity.
You are listening to A Moment of Clarity, the Smash podcast that helps your business make better sales and marketing decisions, drive more leads, and grow beyond your wildest dreams.
How to resuscitate your sales pipeline. It seems like what's on everybody's mind is that it's impossible. There's nothing you can do right now. I'm going to give you 5 things that you can do right now to resuscitate your pipeline. So let's bring it back to life. Number 1, don't let it die in the first place. All right. So how in the heck do you do that when everybody's freaking out? Well, I think it's in maintaining the relationship, maintaining the interest, increase the frequency and quality of the contact. So talk more often and give them great information that they can use, things that are on their minds right now. In your clients' minds, the more you know what's on their mind, you can be the provider of that information, and you can slant that to however it fits your own industry and company circumstance. But don't stalk them. I'll warn you against that. That's never a good thing. Make sure you're always bringing value. So if you suddenly become more prominent in their world because you're bringing them a lot of value, when things get started again, and they will get started again, you're going to be top of mind. So number 1, don't let it die. That's the easiest part. If you don't let it die, you don't have to resuscitate it, right? Goodwill right now equals dollars. So a lot of times when we're putting together marketing programs, we're thinking about what do we want out of the program? What is the specific idea we want to put in someone's head, or what is the specific action that we need them to take? Those kinds of things. Well, right now there's not a lot of action going on, and that may still last for a few weeks, maybe, hopefully not too much longer. If you start looking at goodwill, which I know is hard to measure, but think of goodwill. How much goodwill can you create in the marketplace among those most likely to buy? So I would call that, I say make that your main metric. The way you would normally measure that is through a survey before and after, but that's very expensive. I think you'll know it when you see it. What can you do to help your prospects? And it might not be something to do that directly with what you sell. I think you need to forget about selling for right now and focus on creating as much goodwill as you possibly can. Number 3, be efficient and automate. Okay, yes, it's all about process. And there's stuff in your process, in your sales process, in your marketing processes. You've been meaning to get to that stuff and fix it, but you've just been too darn busy. Well, now's a good time to work on the business and instead of in the business. And I think if you're not already incorporating automation, now's the time to do it, to get that set up. It takes a little bit of time to get everything set up and get the system set up and get the content created. Now's a good time to do that. Email, LinkedIn, social media, all areas where you can automate and you can maintain a presence with a very large number of people for a minimum amount of energy expenditure. So, and you can use these methods to create the impression that you're everywhere. Now, are you really everywhere? No. You're everywhere that your prospects are if you're targeting them properly. If you've got them in your matrix, and when they're in the matrix, they don't know about it, but you've created it based on your ideal prospect profile, and they're in that matrix, and all they know is they keep hearing about you, and that equals you must be good. And that's where you want to be, and that's where this automation, where you can increase your frequency, increase the number of people that you're communicating with. And I'll caution you with this though, you must do it authentically, and you got to do it right, or it can also backfire on you pretty badly. But when you get it right, it is absolutely amazing. So be everywhere your prospects are. They'll just think you're everywhere. You're just everywhere within the matrix that you created in which they live. And frequency and reach is something that you'll want to be thinking about. Number 4, take this time to fix that leaky bucket. Arr, I should say that like a pirate. Take this time to fix that leaky bucket, you scoundrel. Everybody's pipeline is leaky, and I always envision it like there's holes in the pipeline where the leads are coming in the top, and then they're just going out the holes, and this thing's just flopping leads left and right, and those are all leads that never get a chance to close. And so let's give those leads a chance. Give the leads a chance. So look at your sales process. Do you have 6 or 7 different processes going on? Do you have the right people in the right seats? Okay, who's performing, who's not? How do you clone the behavior and the habits and the personality perhaps of the people who are your high performers, and filter that down to the people who maybe are not as high? Update your communications. This is a great time if you felt like your message isn't quite right on with how you sell. That's get things engaged with so that your marketing message matches your sales message. Do that marketing plan you've been thinking about and knowing that you should do, but just haven't had the chance to do it. Now's the time to do it. You want to be not just alive when this comes out, but you want to come out of this fierce. Number 5, pivot your offering if you need to. You don't have to change the business you're in to slightly pivot. And so look at what your strengths are and also what is most important to prospects right now. All right. And somewhere in the middle there, you're going to find that you can angle your offerings to fit that. Sometimes takes a little outside eyeballs to help figure that pivot out. We're here if you need us. Can you shift to fit the new needs, the most immediate needs? Is there a way you can get in the door? Is there an offer that's a smaller, low-risk, high-value offer that you can use to get in the door? Talk to your clients to understand your prospects, all right? Your prospects look just like your clients, except they haven't met you yet. And get some help from an objective source like Clarity Marketing Support if you can. Hey, and that's your moment of clarity. 5 things to resuscitate that dead pipeline. And, we can help you with that. Just give us a call, and if it's worth 30 minutes of your time, we could just have an exploratory call. It's not a sales call. There's nothing to sell. Let's just figure out if we're even a match. Chances are you'll come away from that meeting with excellent information that you can use today, because that's what we're all about here. We'll see you next time.
You are listening to A Moment of Clarity, the Smash podcast that helps your business make better sales and marketing decisions, drive more leads, and grow beyond your wildest dreams.